last weekend? What kind of stood out to you when you were watching film, and what were kind of what would it feel like being part of that game?
Really just clean up some things on the back end. Other than that, I think that offense, defense, special teams played a great game, and we just got to keep stacking on that one.
What was that feeling like when you get the scoop and score? I mean, can you kind of put into words the play and then just the atmosphere? Like, did you see the students, or what did you see?
No, I actually didn't see the students until after the game. But honestly, I didn't even know he really fumbled. I thought he was down. I just was doing what I normally do. You know what I'm saying? Play until the whistle go. So no, it was fun, and I finally got to see the student section packed like that. So yeah, it was a great time.
Did it feel like you kind of got to set the tone for the team? I know Coach talked about physicality and stuff like that in the game. Did you feel like you got to kind of deliver that moment?
No, I did for sure. It was, 4th and 1 maybe, I believe. So, like, either way, they was going to get off the field. Offense was going to score. So, I'm just glad I was able to contribute to that early.
Going into this week, what's kind of the feeling in the program, just knowing that the ACC schedule is here and getting to be a part of kind of a historic week for you all?
Just like I said, stacked days, because we did something that we wanted to do, that we talked about doing, and beating TCU and going into conference play. That just give us momentum. So like I said, stacked days and just build on what we just did.
What stood out about Florida State on film?
Their defense isn't bad, but offensively, they got a few guys, receivers that's not bad. But then again, it's really just cleaning up what we need to on the back end, and we'll be straight.
How did kind of the coaches help prepare you for the fact that, especially on offense, their game tape maybe might not be as strong, but that they've got guys that have a lot of potential, guys with a lot of skill?
Well, obviously they got a lot of new pieces on that team. And obviously we know it takes a lot to bring in transfers, bind everybody together. So it's just another game on the schedule. We don't need to look at their record. We don't need to look at none of that. We're just going to go out there and play ball.
What's been the biggest adjustment now that you've gotten 4 games under your belt back at corner? What's been the biggest change that you've seen at that position, maybe since you played it all the way back in 2020, 21?
Yeah, a little less tackling for sure, and eyes. That's the main thing I feel like, because when you playing nickel, you can look in the backfield. You can really not roam, but you can kind of more freelance because you're in the middle of the field. Corner, you need it's more detailed oriented. So, and it just getting eyes back right.
What did you guys pick up from some of those explosive plays that TCU had? A couple of those that maybe stood out. Was it kind of communication, bus, a bunch of different things?
Yeah, eyes. Yeah, eyes. That's what I say. Being disciplined.
I know you kind of mentioned getting to see the student section a little bit. Can you just talk about how much you were able to take in the atmosphere this past weekend, and how that maybe is a little different than past years?
Well, every time we play TCU, it's kind of a live game. But other than that, man, when you're on the field, you really don't see it. You're into it with your guys. So it was fun to see it on film. It was fun to see the videos afterwards. But yeah, if the atmosphere is like that this weekend, it's gonna be fun. But like I said, it's mainly the guys on the field.
Against TCU, kind of working up against a lot of guys that are taller, that are bigger. How does kind of this defensive back unit that's maybe a little bit smaller than some of those players kind of make sure that they're playing up to them, making sure they're able to make those big plays?
Film study, and being disciplined, honestly, because the bigger they are, the slower they move. So sometimes you can't get a DK Metcalf all the time that's going to be fast, you know what I mean? So just watching film, breaking down how they move, and just play football.